the Los Angeles Superior Court, County of Los Angeles. People of the State of California versus Rakim Mayers. Case number BA 508142-01. We, the jury in the above entitled action, find the defendant, Rakim Mayers, not guilty.
Hold it down, hold it down. The verdict has to be read on count.
Repeat again. We, the jury, above entitled action, find the defendant, Rakim Mayers, not guilty of the semi-automatic firearm in violation of Penal Code Section 245, Section B, a felony. Charging count one of the information this 18th day of February 2025, jury seat number 9, 4-person.
All right.
Title for the cause. We, the jury, in the above entitled action, find the defendant, Rakim Mayers, not guilty of the crime of assault with firearm in violation of Penal Code Section 245, Section B, a felony, and charging count 2 of the information this 18th day of February 2025, juror seat number 9, 4-person.
During this trial, I watched you periodically. You did what we asked of you at the very beginning, which is to give both sides a fair trial, pay attention, use your common sense, apply the law, and base your verdict on the evidence. I know you took extensive notes, and you took this as seriously as any jury could. We cannot have jury trials without folks like you. So you certainly have my gratitude. I want to extend to you my best wishes. Again, thank you. The admonition to not discuss the case no longer applies. You can talk about the case with anybody you want to, or nobody if you don't want to. Alex has your certificates of completion. You can take your juror badges with you. Thank you again. You are excused.
Bottom line is, we're grateful for the jury. They saw through this barrage of a case. He said from day one he was innocent. He turned down a plea for almost no jail time because he was innocent. And I've always said this was an extortion. The extortion played out live in color in court. You know, we've always said what it says is that the district attorney should look long and hard at prosecuting Tyrell Efron.
Selective prosecution.
We've said that from day one. They should do it now. They have him admitting to perjury. They have him committing extortion. The jury saw through it and came to an enormously quick and speedy verdict, the right verdict, and we thank this jury. And again, for me, my partner Chad, we're honored to have represented this amazing family. Rocky is one of my closest friends, but he's also just a great person. We love him. Rihanna, they are seriously the greatest people, and I said I love them, and I really do love them, and I got emotional in my summation because I care about them. This is one of the happiest days of my life, and I'm happy for them because they've earned this and deserve it.
Congratulations, family. Congratulations.
Thank you, bro.
Finally, after days of argument and evidence, the jury was instructed to decide. Once they filed out of the courtroom, a hush fell over everyone else. Would it take them days to pore through each detail, or would they swiftly reach a verdict? The wait, even though it lasted under 4 hours, felt interminable. Reporters outside speculated wildly about the jury's mindset. Some insisted a quick decision usually favored the prosecution. Others countered that such speed might signal a lack of concrete proof. Everyone remained glued to their phones, refreshing news feeds for the slightest sign of movement. When word got out that the jury had already made its decision, the atmosphere grew electric. Could they have possibly sifted through all the evidence so fast? The judge's clerk made an announcement. The verdict was in, and the defendant was requested back in the courtroom. Spectators raced to find their seats. A hush swept the gallery as the defendant walked in, accompanied by a small group of supporters who looked visibly tense. People stole glances at the jury, trying to read their expressions. Were they smug, somber, relieved? Nobody could tell. Even the attorneys on both sides tried to maintain poker faces, but the nerves were obvious. In that moment, silence was far heavier than any words. When the foreperson handed the verdict forms to the judge, the entire room seemed to hold its breath. Everyone leaned forward slightly. Then came the words, "We, the jury, find the defendant not guilty." The raw emotion that erupted was immediate and intense. Some gasped in sheer disbelief, while others clapped a hand over their mouths to stifle a shout. A wave of relieved exhalations rippled through one side of the room, contrasted by grim faces on the other. In a flash, everything changed. Speculation about years behind bars vanished in an instant. The defendant's shoulders dropped, visibly relieved, and some supporters couldn't contain their excitement. Even from a distance, it was possible to see tears of joy welling up in the eyes of close friends and family. This was the pivotal moment that would reverberate for days, weeks, perhaps even years, beyond that courthouse door. The prosecution looked shocked, almost as though they hadn't prepared for this outcome. They had invested significant time and resources, calling witnesses and presenting a mountain of evidence they believed would clinch the case. But in the end, it wasn't enough. The words "reasonable doubt" echoed in the minds of the jury, and that doubt spelled the difference between a conviction and an acquittal. Though the trial has ended, lingering questions remain. Some watchers want to know if new evidence might someday surface, hinting at a bigger story the public has yet to uncover. Others wonder if certain relationships, especially with high-profile partners, have been irreparably changed by the drama. For the defendant, though, one fact is plain: the relief of walking out of that courtroom a free individual. Still, the shockwaves continue to reverberate through social media, legal circles, and fan communities. Will the prosecution attempt a different legal angle? Could any hidden details come roaring back into the spotlight? Or will this story finally close, allowing everyone involved to move on? Whether you view the not guilty verdict as a triumph of justice or a sign of imperfect legal proceedings, one thing is certain: this case has left an indelible mark on the cultural landscape. In the end, the only people who truly know what happened are those who were there from the beginning. It's up to the public to decide whether they accept the jury's conclusion or continue to question the events that led to this moment. One way or another, the final chapter of this saga may not have been written just yet. And with that, we bring this story to a close, at least for now. There's no telling what the future might hold for the parties involved. Only one fact is undeniable. Today, a major name in music walked out the front door of the courthouse, and the world is left wondering what really happened behind the scenes. If you have your own theories or burning questions, don't be shy about sharing them. After all, in the court of public opinion, the deliberations never truly end.